think it's definitely been a process. I think the hardest part is when you like begin to feel really good, and then it's just a process of like working yourself back into like actually getting up and down, and getting out there with my teammates. And obviously that can be a little difficult at the same time when, you know, they're prepping for other games that I know I'm not going to be available in. But I think, you know, the medical staff, I have to give them a lot of credit. I think they did a really good job, and just have tried to like control my mindset the whole time that I've been out and learn from the bench. I think it can teach you a lot of different things, and yeah, it was certainly a learning opportunity, and I think it's going to benefit me, you know, a lot throughout my career, just falling back and understanding, you know, certain moments like this. But I'm super excited. I'm antsy to get out there and probably shake off a little bit of rust and play.
Look, it was only a matter of time before people started asking the question, when is Caitlin Clark coming back? Because love her or hate her, one thing has become crystal clear. Without Caitlin Clark, the WNBA starts to fall apart. And now we've got the receipts. The latest ratings are in, and if there was any doubt about the Caitlin Clark effect, it's now been erased. While social media is flooded with memes of Angel Reese missing layups, actual games are being ignored. Viewership is in a nosedive, ticket prices are collapsing, and the buzz? It's vanished. But here's the twist. The moment Clark steps back on the court, all of that changes, because this isn't just a return from injury, it's a reckoning. Let's break down what just happened, what it means for the future of the WNBA, and why Caitlin's comeback might be the most important moment in league history. But first, don't forget to like this video for Caitlin Clark return, and subscribe for more Caitlin Clark updates, Indiana Fever, and all things WNBA. The Fever went 2-2 while Clark was sidelined. But the win-loss record wasn't the story. The ratings were. Viewership for nationally televised WNBA games plummeted 55% after her injury. For Fever games specifically, a 53% drop. Before her injury, Clark was pulling in 1.8 million viewers on average. After, just 847,000. That's not a dip, that's a free fall. Now sure, the Fever Sky game still drew decent numbers, 1.9 million. But when Clark was on the floor earlier in the season, that same matchup pulled 2.7 million. Think about it, that game had everything. Beef, drama, hate-watch appeal, and it still couldn't match Clark's numbers. That's how deep the impact runs. The financial fallout wasn't just on screens, it hit the stands, hard. I bought 4 tickets to see the Fever play the Mystics in Baltimore, paid a premium. A week later, after Clark's injury, those same tickets were worth less than half. The Chicago game, tickets dropped like a rock after her name was pulled from the lineup. Families started canceling travel plans. Some even requested refunds. And how did the WNBA legends respond? Cue Sue Bird and Megan Rapinoe telling fans to grow up.
There was one quote in one of the front office sports articles that, it said, it's unclear whether the teams will provide any compensation for fans who bought tickets to their games. And I was like, what?
Grow up.
Like, this is just, injuries are a part of it. Again, I get it. It sucks.
Yeah.
If you bought a ticket to see somebody and they're hurt, I get it. That is like a big bummer.
Real smart. Mock the people who are literally injecting millions into your league, the same people who are the reason anyone's even talking about a new CBA bump. These weren't $10 seats. These were $100 investments from families who just wanted to see Caitlin Clark in person. The moment she was gone, it was like being told you're going to a Taylor Swift concert, only to find out Kyle from HR is doing karaoke. Here's where it gets real. Everyone wants the WNBA to be treated like a legitimate business, but when fans ask for accountability or refunds, suddenly that business mindset disappears. Let's be honest. Until recently, the league survived off NBA subsidies, but Caitlin Clark didn't ask for a handout. She brought a fan base. She brought sponsors. She brought results. And this is how they're treated? Mocked? Told to be less entitled? That's not just a PR fumble. That's economic malpractice. The sports books told a similar story. Betting interest in Fever games fell by half during Clark's absence. According to Caesars, wagers dropped significantly. The public simply stopped caring. Why? Because Clark wasn't on the court. She alone added an estimated 1 million extra viewers per game. And that number wasn't hypothetical. It was real. Measurable. You could see the line in the ratings chart. And without her, even rivalry games barely moved the needle. And then there's the league's supposed other star, Angel Reese. The media keeps trying to force her into the spotlight. But here's the problem. She's not delivering. From missed layups to weak performances, she's become a meme, not a star. And every time the league pushes her, it backfires. CBS posted 2 scoring highlights from a recent Fever matchup, both layups. That was all they had. Bet named her Sportswoman of the Year again over Asia Wilson, a 2-time WNBA champ, a 3-time MVP. People thought it was satire. And the worst part, Angel doesn't need that kind of spotlight. She needs development. Instead, she's getting gassed up by the media while struggling on the court, and fans are noticing. Without Caitlin, the Fever didn't just lose star power, they lost their identity. The pace slowed to a crawl, the energy disappeared. A team that once played fast and fun suddenly looked like they were stuck in quicksand. Even with Clark earlier in the season, signs of this were creeping in. The offense lacked rhythm, the system wasn't built to amplify her strengths. Stephanie White's game plan feels like it's trying to turn the Fever into the 2004 Pistons, when they should be playing like the 2024 Pacers, up-tempo, transition-heavy, electric. Fans aren't tuning in to watch a half-court slog. They want fireworks. Caitlin brings that, and without her, it's like someone dimmed the lights.
This was supposed to be the year players walked into the CBA negotiations with leverage. But Caitlin's injury exposed a brutal truth. Without her, the numbers aren't there. And owners know it. They now have a card to play. What if she gets hurt again? That's the nightmare scenario. And it just happened. All the optimism about doubling salaries, expanding teams, and locking in bigger media deals, it's on hold. The leverage Angel, Nafisa, and Brittany Griner thought they had, it was never really theirs. It was Caitlin's. And with her off the court, it's slipping away.
To be clear, there are great things happening in the league. The Valkyries are a blast. They're fast, fun, and finally filling a full-size NBA arena, not some tiny 4,000-seat rec center. The rookie class is exciting. Young talent is showing out. But none of it matters without a draw. You need a star. Someone who pulls in the casual fan. Someone who makes people stop scrolling and start watching. That's Caitlin Clark. You can't grow a league by preaching to the choir. You need converts. And she's the one converting people. Now for the moment we've all been waiting for. Caitlin Clark has officially been cleared to play. She's coming back against the New York Liberty, the same team she last faced in a game that drew 3.3 million viewers. And this time, she's healthy, she's rested, and she's ready. Clark recently admitted that the offense had to change while she was out. Plays were reworked, the pace was dialed back, because not everyone shares her strengths. Now that she's back, expect that to change. Expect fireworks. Expect fun. Expect the WNBA to finally feel alive again. The timing of this return couldn't be better. The Fever are struggling, the league is slipping, and now the only person who can save it is back. The contrast is undeniable. With her, ticket prices soar, viewership spikes, momentum builds. Without her, collapse. We're not just watching a player come back. We're witnessing the reset of the WNBA season. A statement game. A statement moment. The kind that changes everything. There are moments where even the haters have to shut up and watch. This is one of them. Drop a goat in the comments if you're glad she's back. Like the video if you want her to keep proving people wrong. And subscribe if you're ready for the next chapter in the Caitlin Clark era. Because it's here, and there's no walking it back.